Sup my dudes, Valk here. Today we're going to be going over Diavolo, and Diavolo is busted. Probably the best support in the game in my opinion. You guys will see what I mean in a bit. Let me not forget to do this like I did last video. You can see I have him on level 1, rank 1, power 619. This was my Giorno, level 87, rank 4, power 621. So yeah, this is him. This is where he's at. Let's go ahead. Let's kick it off. Level 1, rank 1, by the way. And we're going to go to stage 3, and you guys are going to get to see exactly how good he is. He is a support, but he's also not a support. Actually, no, he's just a support. Even his top path is a support. It's just a better one. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what he does. We're going to need to do basically a standard run because, you know, it's not like the last one where we could have a support solo carry. That's not exactly how this is going to work. We're going to need to do this, and the other thing we're going to need to do is keep everyone nice and grouped up. That's going to be very, very important. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this and do this. And now we're going to wait until the next one to go ahead and basically level up our Bulma. Yeah, we can level up Bulma here, surely. Bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, so here on Wave Swap, we should get enough to actually upgrade her. Yep, there we go. Then we upgrade Bulma again. And then we should be good to go on this next one. Uh-oh. Alright, cool. So, they can bleed by. This map's really, really big, so we'll run into them again. You can see they're going to come this way, come all the way around, and then come here. This map is, like, really large in the way it is, so we're good. We can kind of just chill out. Next tick, we'll be able to send Guts to a point where he'll just hold everything, and then we can start working on Poochie. Not Poochie. Start working on Diavolo. So now we're going to work on Diavolo, and you guys will be able to see exactly how it works, but we're going to do buff path Diavolo first, simply because we make more money like that. So you can see here, new ability, Diavolo increases all nearby allies' damage and coin generation by 25%. I went ahead and did that. He's not in range of her, but he will be soon enough. Diavolo stands smashes the ground, causing a fissure to erupt, dealing 2 times his damage. No one cares. And then for every ally on the field, nearby units get plus 3% damage, plus 3% coin gen, while Diavolo himself gets an additional plus 5% damage and 2% generation. So this brings out the frog phone. That's what this does. It brings out the frog phone, so every ally down. So now what we're going to want to do is go and start spam placing everything. We're going to place everyone we can, including Whitebeard. We're going to put him down as well. We're going to put down both Get Those. We're going to put down all 3 Giornos. Yeah, we want to put down everybody. Put down the whole armada here. And the reason for that being is now you will be able to see how much money we get at the end of the wave compared to before. Before we get like what, 24k I believe from a maxed out Bulma, but now with just everybody on the ground, watch how much we get. 38,000, massive. Then his top hat's no joke too. This is a unit, a support unit that they made both paths very good. So his top path, Diavolo impales his enemy, causing them to bleed. So he does bleed just like Guts. Diavolo splatters his blood, or splatters enemies with his blood, slowing them and making them take 40% more bleed dot for 10 seconds. Guess who does bleed, ladies and gentlemen? Guess who does bleed? Yeah. And then, upon activation, Diavolo loses 200% speed, but gains 180% damage, and starts frantically teleporting around the map, hitting enemies at random for massive damage and knocking them back. Use ultimate again to disable. What this does is this takes, see his 74,000 attack stat? Now it's 208,000 at level 1. Level 1, rank 1, 209,000 damage. It just attacks randomly. So what that means is basically he's a boss murker. He's going to absolutely run down a boss extremely quickly. because he has the capabilities to do so, because he is the only one that is going to be like really tearing stuff up. It's not a cone whenever this is active, you can see, because he teleports around the map. It's a circle, actually. It turns into a circle where he attacks. You can see the circle size. It's like this. It's not a very big circle, but you can see the circle size. It's like that. It's like 3 attacks, like doom 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 doom. It's really damn good, especially if you keep them trapped in spawn. So now we're gonna go ahead. Is there any more buffs that we can do? Oh yeah, get though. Let's go ahead and run up, get those buffs. You can see the amount of money we're getting too. The infinite money glitch with Giorno. Oh, not Giorno, Diavolo. Diavolo is absolutely must in my opinion. I think they both are so far, and I haven't even used Father Pucci. So 16.1 million on Guts with Steve and a single target team. My SPA would be a lot lower because Shinobu, but my damage only gets to like 24 million, and with a full using All Might. But I think I would swap out All Might now with I would probably put Nami where Whitebeard is, just for the extra range, because it's just a big old clumped up ball of a team. I think that I would probably do that. But 16.1 million, whenever, like I said, I can get up to 19 million if I use All Might. And that's comparing it to the 24 million that I get with Steve. Now that buffs are additive and not multiplicative, very large attack buffs are kind of down in value a little bit. And I think that that big ball team, basically the brain dead team that I made a video on before, is probably going to be a really good option to look into, because you just put all your units down and you just ball them up and you just let Diavolo just giga buff everything, because Diavolo's buff is absolutely massive if you can just ball your entire team up into a little huddle and you're good to go. Now the bad part about your team being balled up into a little huddle, if the enemy is able to push into you and you're using Guts, you're just going to lose, because Guts is literally going to stun your entire team. That part's kind of bad. But the good part is you make a lot more money, so Pog. Yeah, no, I think Diavolo is absolutely silly busted, especially like his top path, because he's buffing up Guts' bleed by 40%, which a lot of people forget Guts bleeds, because you never see Guts bleed because the enemy's dead by the time he's done attacking. But he does buff up Guts bleed by 40%, as well as basically he does this giant damage and a money buff to everybody, which is really good. So yeah, so far both units, Giorno and Diavolo, both are really damn good. This update as a whole, the units seem really strong, which is good, but none of them seem like they're like the absolute best DPS in the game, which is also good. I think that's what the goal should be. Because they don't want to power creep, but I think like not power creep. Power creep doesn't mean you have to make the units ass, right? But at the same time, you want the units to be good, and I think that these are like good ways of going about it, because I think both these units are very good, while not like destroying the meta or not invalidating any of the older units. I think they more so just enhance them, because like I said, Giorno you want to know who Giorno power creeps? Sukuna and sub DPS, and Sukuna is doo-doo buns, so I think that Giorno is actually like good, because he's a trapper. He's going to sit in the back, make a giant tree. Anything that bleeds through is going to get met by tree, and then you're just going to just win like that, right? Anything that actually is able to bleed through your main DPS line is just going to get hit by tree, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, anyways, that's basically it. Now we're just once again stalling for time, because this is 25 waves of just funnies. I wonder if we can reach 1 million gold. Nah, ain't no way, right? Nah, no way. We're at 500k at wave 21. No way we can reach 1 mil, but you guys can see exactly how much money you can get. I wonder like if that opens up like stuff like remove or challenge rift. I wonder if that does, because I'm gonna be real, like this really, if you run like Sanji plus this could change. Actually, Diavolo with his money increase could change the challenge rift meta, because you could possibly run like units that are previously locked behind infinite and get them up in like 10 ways. This also helps out with Broly, now that I think about it. Diavolo giving more money is going to help people get Broly up faster, especially if you don't have like Giga traits on your Bulma or your Broly. Either way, Diavolo is a must get in my opinion. Anything that affects money generation, absolutely a must get. Diavolo is really damn good for that. But yeah, that's basically it, and that's basically where we're at. In terms of like relics, Diavolo wants SPA down. That's really the only one he wants stat wise. And you do want to get him up as fast as possible, so I'm thinking Key of Kings is probably your best bet for him, because yeah, his top attack's always attacking random, so you kind of just want to give him SPA down. That way he has a lower SPA to attack more often, because you guys can see, where is he at? He's right here, right? You guys can see he makes it 10.3 SPA on his time erase, and it's on an active, which means there's a cooldown to it. So it's not something that you're consistently able to do, but it is a pretty long cooldown, and it is a just one big old bonk on a little tiny circle. So yeah, that's basically where we're at with that. But yeah, no, Diavolo is a must get, must have support in my opinion. Anything that messes with money, like I said, I think he's the best support in the game because he messes with money very specifically. And whenever the resource economy in this game is so strained because a lot of units are so expensive, something like him could be really good, like really good. I wonder if this lets you use what's his name, Tommy. I wonder if this would let you use Tommy in, like, you know, shorter form stages. I don't know. A lot of questions to be asked about Diavolo, but Diavolo is very good in my opinion, a must get. So yeah, that's basically it. We're just waiting on drops now. Yeah, Diavolo seems to be really good. I'm going to like hard invest in Diavolo because I want him to do damage. Also, he's like he's my favorite JoJo villain. So I'm going to hard invest in that because I wanted him to do damage as well as just support, because he seems like he has really good damage capabilities thanks to his top path. So he's a support that is really good support and really good damage all packed in one unit. TLDR, he's really good. I don't think he's going to solo story or solo stages quite as hard as Giorno does, but I do think he's going to be really good and worth the time. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.